we are looking at how can knowledge be used to reduce disaster risk. I mean, that's the overarching question. Now, the reason that question is important is that over the years, the knowledge of hazards, of socioeconomic conditions, of vulnerability has increased tremendously. We are understanding more about exposure, vulnerability, risk than ever before. Despite all of this, risk continues to increase.
The MSME sector is a critical sector to the Caribbean. It accounts for roughly 70 to 85% of enterprises, around 70% of GDP in some countries, and for Jamaica, for example, up to 90% of the employed population.
There is a significantly increased awareness of the need for business continuity, how to keep your business running no matter what. Okay? But there is a decided lack of preparedness by small business and other organizations in actually being ready for what's going to happen next.
If we look at some of the common things that take place, floods, storms and hurricanes, how does that affect small businesses? That's a very important question because the majority of people who are employed in the Caribbean work for small or medium-sized enterprises. And those are likely to be the most vulnerable when an event strikes because they're small. They don't have the same resources that large companies do.
One of the capacities that we aim to build within MSMEs is actually how to build their own business continuity plan.
Every organization, whether it's a one-person business or whether it's 1,000 people in the business, every organization can take certain basic steps to prepare their organization for the next event.
And that's why this project is so important, because it is helping not only to bring awareness to the need for more attention to the impact and quantifying the impact of natural disasters on MSMEs, but it's actually going to assist in building capacity and response among MSMEs.
So what do? We try to figure out, well, what are the things that they need? Do they need a continuity plan? Do they need to understand what is likely to happen and how likely it is to happen? And if they have a limited amount of money to spend on getting prepared for a disaster, what should they spend that money on?
For a small business, 3 weeks. 3 weeks is all it takes to prepare your business to survive. Okay? Doesn't cost much money. In fact, it doesn't cost any money. It takes a small investment in time, that's all. Time.